We don't often get the opportunity to do this, Rob, because, we always talk to someone who's doing good stuff, but we've got a double banger, if you'll pardon the expression, this morning, because this person's doing two lots of good stuff. Good morning to you, Denby Smith.
Good morning, guys.
How are you going?
I'm going well, yeah.
Let us deal with both of these things. The first one we'll deal with briefly because it's less significant than what you're doing, I would suggest. You are volunteering at the Pulse. That's good stuff.
Yes, I just started about a month ago.
Denby, what brought that about? Because I love it. There's a lot of wonderful volunteers around this place and just beautiful people here for different reasons. But what got you in the door?
Well, my friend Emma works there, and we had a few meetings in there for one of our events we were doing, and it just seemed like a really nice place that sort of was a chance for me to get more involved in the community and meet some new people.
Well, we thank you for that, because we as presenters, we come in here and do our show and go home, and up until a little while ago when we were in corporate ownership, we didn't realise what else had to happen, and we had people who were here in paid positions doing that. You are filling some of that role, so we thank you very much, because we couldn't do what we do without you doing what you do, so we really, really appreciate that. But more importantly, and the reason you've here today is a personal little fundraiser you're on, which inspired Neil to think this is worth talking about. Tell us about your little venture, which involves water.
Well, this March I'm swimming 20 kilometres, not in one go, but
or in one direction.
Yeah.
You end up somewhere out in the middle of the Port Phillip Bay.
I don't think so.
No.
I'm not that good. For a charity called Laps for Life, which is the annual fundraising campaign for a company called Reach Out, which provides youth suicide prevention services.
Which is very important, and it was talking to you off air, and when we read about this stuff and go, oh, that's really sad. But when you've had lived experience, someone close to you, it really does make a difference. And anything that we can do to provide some funding to make a difference certainly is important. And it's an issue that sadly is with us, with some people most weeks still. Tell us a little bit about the work they do and how this money will help their cause.
Well, they provide a lot of online services and emergency reach-out services, so counselling and crisis management, I guess, for, like, they have a phone line and an online portal where people who are suffering, going through difficult times, can reach out and just say, look, I'm not feeling too good right now, and get some counselling and some referrals, and just have someone on the other end of the line just to talk them down, talk to them, and hopefully gain enough perspective to try again another day,
And this may be a question without notice you may not know the answer to. Do they also provide services to people who are concerned about, say, a member of their family? So not the actual person who's contemplating it, but that if they think, hang on a minute, if we don't do something here, there's going to be some serious consequences.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that they do provide that service. I can't expressly send you to exactly where.
Yep.
But, yeah. Support for the whole family and the community.
Denby, I don't want you to go into the details of your circumstance, but afterwards, has it changed the way that your awareness of those around you, you're observing, and sometimes you do see the opportunity or the need to actually do some of this reaching out yourself?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, this has been a recurring theme in my life, both for myself and my friends and what have you, and it's absolutely something that you need to be able to just, openly and honestly reach out to your friends and say, hey, are you okay? And it's okay to not be okay. I know there's a charity called Are You Okay as well. But it is important to just reach out to your friends if you think they're suffering, or your family, and just say what's going on, because the worst thing about being in depression is that the one thing that will help you is reaching out, and it's also the one thing that it will not let you do.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's got to come from someone, and being in your position or others like you to be able to identify the time where you just need to ask that simple question, put a gentle arm around the shoulder. Sometimes it doesn't take much to make a significant difference.
And even just a phone call or a message online, if you haven't heard from someone for a while and you know they're having a tough time, just making that communication and opening up a conversation can make the difference for somebody.
And I guess if someone is listening to this and they are, themselves struggling a little bit, then sometimes I guess it's difficult to reach out to family and friends because you don't want to burden them with it. I assume that the organisation you're talking about and the Beyond Blues and the Lifelines of the world, I guess they have the advantage of not being personal, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's you can remain anonymous, and these people don't have the the baggage that family and other friends may have, that you might not want to confide in them what's going on for fear of just being judged or just not being taken seriously, or any number of things. But it can just be so difficult to reach out to family, particularly, and someone there that you can just thrash it out with really helps.
Denby, how much inconvenience to your life, I imagine in this case you're not counting of that, for you to find the time to commit, because you got to swim something like 700, 800 metres a day, and for someone who can't swim, that's an awful lot. How are you doing this rigid timeline on your swimming?
To be honest, I've had an incredibly busy week, and I haven't gotten out as much as I would like to have for my first week. But I will be going down to Eastern Beach today and smashing out a bunch of laps.
Yeah.
Well, Denby, if people want to support you, how can they do that?
So you can go to lapsforlife.com.au.
Now, is that a laps number 4 or laps FOR?
That's FOR.
Right, lapsforlife.com.au.
Yep. /fundraisers/Denby Smith.
I'm sure there would also be a search facility as well.
Yeah.
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 Okay, well, please do that, folks. And if you're down at Eastern Beach and you see someone looking a bit tired and exhausted after doing a whole stack of laps, give her a pat on the back and buy her a coffee or something, will you?
That'd be lovely. And I've raised over $1,200. So
you're
already
a superstar. Thank you, Denby. If this has triggered anything for you folks, if you're listening, Lifeline is available at 13 11 14. And, of course, Beyond Blue can also be contacted at 1300 22 4636. All power to you, Denby. Thank you for doing what you're doing, and we'll see you in the office one Monday morning.
Thanks so much.
Good on you, Denby. Best wishes. Love what you're doing.